Hi guys, Harry Yotis here, professional trader for 20 years now. Started my career in 2005 and still alive in 2026. So, picture of the S&P 500. Today is the final day, Friday, April 30th, final day of the month. We finished at highs, 718-ish. What was it? About that, 718, almost 720. Okay, huge market move. Big news of the day, of course, is critical metals are on fire. I don't know if it's of course. A lot of people are not uh, looking at these stocks anymore. I mean, it's a theme that's going on, and yet they're completely abandoned. And yet, when you don't look at something, it tends to rip in your face. Okay, so we'll get to the technical picture later. Okay, today I thought we'd start off with the critical metals on fire. A lot of things happened today, but first, let's check out the critical metals. The first one, antimony. United States antimony, for no reason, and this is the theme of the day, the stock now rips. Okay, it's up like 20% today on no news, approaching this critical level here. Okay, technically speaking, any break above this is going to be a rip to new highs, as we were saying before. Okay, we've held this stock for a while. We've held it since this day right here. We bought a structure here, but we got assigned some puts at 750 here, so we're holding it. We got rid of some at 10, and I'm still holding a very small amount of United States Antimony Corporation. I think it's going up today on no news, which is the theme of the day. Okay, and this is why you should be paying attention, because it's on no news. It's crypto movement. Okay, so these guys, beautiful. I like this stock. I like the fact that nobody's looking at these critical metals right now, and it's poised for a move up. Okay. USAR, rare earths are also the critical metals. The critical metal of critical metals that started it all is rare earths. And this one, United States Rare Earth Company, up big today. It's up around 18%, almost the same chart as United States Antimony, but it has to go above the 30.50 level right here before it's gonna, double bottom, looking very, very strong. Okay, hasn't happened yet, but just today on no news, this USA rare earths, and I'm speaking of rare earths, our favorite ones, and the one we have a position on is Energy Fuels, because it's part uranium, part rare earths, a double positive whammy. Today it's up too. Okay, it's up about 10%, not as much as the rest, but I think we have an option structure that it gets in here above 23. We're going to become very, very profitable. It cost us almost nothing. So I'm liking this stock. I hope, of course, I hope it goes rips to the moon. Okay, but I think that we have a very, very realistic chance of getting above the highs of $27. Okay, I think we break it because we have a series of higher lows and the momentum is building. Okay, look, we had a sideways momentum before it ripped. Here we have some sideways momentum before it rips. Okay, this is one of my favorite stocks. We played it twice before, and we've locked in multiple baggers of gains. I think one was like 14x return, and the other one was like 5x return. Okay, and we're still in this one. We haven't realized anything yet, but so far we've been playing this stock very well the whole year, actually. Okay, and the last thing that last thing on the critical metals is Lithium America. Even lithium stocks are being bid today on no news. Look, very similar pattern, double bottom type moves. Breaking above the neckline will be the key. Okay, United States Antimony looks like the one that's gonna break above the neckline first, the strongest one, but you do have lithium companies starting to get up there. If it breaks above this $7-ish level, we're going back to highs. Okay, you're gonna have these wicked moves on the rare earths and the critical elements plays. Okay, so that was one of the big news of the day. A secondary move that I would like to mention, things that I did today and that I was looking at, is Mara. Remember we had this stock, we were playing it. We still have an option structure, a 10-15 option structure. What we did is we bought the 10s, we bought the calls here at 10, and we sold the 15. Okay, we did it for 50 cents. So we have a 10-to-1 risk reward ratio, and we did it around here. Okay, when Bitcoin, we did it because of a Bitcoin move. Bitcoin was getting exhausted. We do our moves based on Bitcoin. It was breaking these lows. It was getting exhausted. Extreme. This is Bitcoin, okay? Breaking below the 73 key level. We were anticipating that it would break up above it and ride to around 85 to 90. I think it does that. And I think it takes Mara with it. Okay? However, Mara, the reason Mara is up today about like 12%, not really nothing to do with Bitcoin. Okay. Why did it go up? Okay, let's bring in some of the news. This is what happened. Bitcoin miner Mara to acquire Long Ridge in 1.5 billion Ohio gas plant deal. Okay, so Mara Holdings has agreed to acquire Long Ridge Energy, okay, infrastructure for 1.5 billion, marking a shift by one of the largest publicly traded Bitcoin miners towards owning power and data center assets. Okay, it wants to transition into an AI data center play, and I think that's a smart move going forward. Okay, so the CEO Fred Thiel, gee, I wonder if he's related. Okay, it's going to be a highly efficient move. They want to like secure their own power base. They're looking really to build their AI infrastructure. That's what they're going to do. This is an AI infrastructure play, and they're trying to take advantage of the AI bubble, if you will, or the AI hype, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we have a call structure going. I think it gets there, and if it gets around here, I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, it'll be a good trade. Okay, we'll make probably, I don't know, maybe 70%. I'm anticipating a 70% of the total gain here, which is $5. So let's say $3.50 gain on a 50-cent purchase is my target for this move. Okay, on Mara, I'm liking it very well. And the other thing that I did today is an options play on an earnings play on Agnico Eagle. They announced today, they haven't really done it yet. Okay, the news hasn't come out, but they will announce it after market. And I sold the 165 put. Okay, what is it here? Let's mark it here. The 165 put. Okay, I'm willing to buy it here. Okay, it's not, their options are pretty thin. It's not that tradable of a stock. Like it's not like a Meta or a Amazon or one of the Mag 7. It's sort of thin, so I just decided to short a put. Okay, I don't want to do any spreads. I really want to take advantage of this stock because everybody doesn't care about the gold stocks anymore. Okay, literally, gold is on nobody's radar. Okay, so let's revisit gold and what I think is going to happen to gold. I think we said before when it was trading around here, like for the I think it's going to stay around the 4,500, maybe even lower. At worst case, 42, 43, and 5,000 for months. I think it stays around these levels for months, consolidates before breaking higher when nobody's looking at it. Okay, nobody's looking at gold. Okay, just like nobody was looking at United States antimony. Nobody was looking at LAC, Lithium Americas, all these rare. Nobody looks at them and then they rip. Okay, gold now is so unhyped, unloved, back, but still trading at 4,600. And yet everybody has put it off its radar screen. I love it. This is why I want to reiterate my long bias for the metals going forward. Okay, so guys, that's it for what I did and the big news of the day. So let's stick to our technical picture. Okay, let's talk about the technical picture in the end. It's bullish. We closed at all-time highs. What I'm expecting is this market to still go down. I'm expecting a move, maybe not tomorrow. Remember, we said this whole week it's going to be bid up because of like an end of month window dressing. Plus tomorrow is going to be the beginning of the month. So maybe tomorrow, Friday, and on Monday we get a bid as well. But we're at 720, which is a key break, a key like a round number move, a round number level, I should say. There really are no levels when you're going up to new highs. But remember, we said I expect a 5 to 10% move from the highs. So that is 735 is a 5% and 770. 35 to 70 is a 10% move. So that's at around 750-ish would be a middle. So you have here 770, 735. Let's see if we can mark it here. This is 770 and this is 735. 5%, 10% in the middle is 750, which is like a 7.5% move. But I don't think it's a straight line. If it is, this is like a runaway on fire type market. So if it is a runaway market, okay, whatever. Okay, but I expect after this euphoria, let's go back, for it to go down and retest some levels here before going long. I'm looking to go long. I'm not really doing anything else except earnings type plays and writing out some longs that I have. But really, I'm not really doing anything. I'm looking to add on a pullback. Okay, so we always, technical picture, we always look at the sentiment after. Still greedy here. Not fully there. We still have some moves. Look, people still buying put call options. It could be at the neutral level. Nobody's still super euphoric yet. So that's why any down move will bring things maybe to the neutral level, close to fear, and then that's what we want to buy. Okay, just we're not doing it right now. Okay, so sentiment supportive for maybe another push, but I really think the move is down going forward after some drifting higher. We need to break this triangle. We said it was a rising wedge type of move, if you will. So this broke to the upside. It could even go higher. Who knows? But if it breaks down again, we're probably heading lower. Okay, still very bullish. I'm just saying temporarily down before going up. Okay, so we also had some macro to finish it off. The first day we had initial claims. We always like to look at the macro to see how the overall picture is. Should we be bullish? Should we be neutral? Should we be bearish? Well, the initial claims came in. We always look at it every week. 189,000, the lowest print in years. In a long time. What is it, 5 years? One of the lowest prints in the past 5 years. So doing well. There's no recession, guys. Okay. And the other thing that came out, PCE, 0.7%. Personal consumption index expenditures is what the Fed looks at as their favored inflation measure, but they were getting 0.7 for March. Huge, right? But they were expecting 0.7. Okay, what you really want to look at is the core PCE price index, and that's 0.3% lower than before, and there was expected to be 0.3%. So nothing really changed. The difference in core and headline, the 0.7 and the 0.3, is energy prices. So this is all about an energy move, and we all know that if oil goes down, inflation will go down and the market will continue to rip. It will be a reason for people to start getting euphoric in the market again. All right, so that's how we'll finish it off, guys. Great month. Crazy move from the bottom here to the highs. What is it? We're at, let's say, 720. From like 630 to 720, you had a 90-point move with zero pullback. Snapback rally in the face of everybody. Nobody cares about the war, apparently. All right, looking forward to a new month. I expect the up move to continue for at least tomorrow and Monday. Later, guys.